Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today's episode, we're going to be jumping behind the wheel on this turbocharged four-wheel drive and fuel injected 2021 GMC Sierra. You don't want to miss it, so let's get behind the wheel and take it for a ride. Well guys, hope you're going to enjoy this episode. I got this really cool Summit White 2021 GMC Sierra. It's an SLE trim. It actually comes loaded for what most people need on a daily basis for, efficient driving, comfort, convenience, and ultimate performance. This is the 2.7 liter four-cylinder turbo, and the numbers are outstanding for a small displacement turbo engine. You're looking at 310 horsepower and 348 foot-pounds of torque, making the job requirements quite a wide scope. So what kind of truck is this good for? What type of buyer? Well, there's quite a bit. I mean, the half-ton truck world has taken over the station wagon and minivans, and so we're looking at the benefits of going to a small displacement four-cylinder that'll give you the efficiency and the driving comfort, but also the power that you need. This 2021 GMC Sierra comes in the Summit White. It looks actually pretty good. It's something actually I'd consider as a company truck for my requirements. Cordetti Motorsports will be utilizing ATVs and side-by-sides, plenty of power and room to throw a quad in the back, hook up a trailer so you could, haul a ATV or another side-by-side around. So there's quite a few benefits and features. Well, this one here is under $50,000, which is excellent value for pickup truck, especially in the half-ton truck world. A lot of people don't need to tick every box and make their truck loaded. You could easily live with a lesser model line and still have all the comforts, creatures that you'd like that will serve you, down the road. So let's jump behind the wheel. Let's go do a little bit of a walk around and take a look at what this Sierra has to offer. Well guys, the bold styling on the GMC Sierra is actually really good, and we notice there's going to be a major competitor that does copy a lot of GMC DNA. And with the new Toyota, you can see a lot of styling elements. So General Motors really inspired the engineering and the styling for its competitors. Also with Toyota, they're talking about a four-cylinder turbo engine, hybrids, and also electrification. General Motors is already there with the Sierra, so you're getting a lot of good value package in a good half-size truck. Now these have beautiful headlights, a nice bold grille, and because this is a four-wheel drive, you're going to get some really good tow hooks in the front. Those are going to be good for off-roading, recovery, or if you need to anchor the vehicle in place while you're doing work. Now being an SLE trim, you're going to have, you're going to be omitting the fog lights, but these headlights do perform excellent. Now with the upgraded packages and everything else, well, what you're going to get with this one is you're going to get a 255/70 R17-inch alloy wheel on General Grabber tires. Now those are easy to upgrade if you don't like it, but these tires offer good quiet handling and good traction in most conditions. It also comes with a nice rubber surrounding, so stone chips are going to be kept to a minimum, and it gives you that nice chrome accents. So it gives you a little bit of venting side. It's got a good chrome accent sides to this truck. We're going to see that it is more of a long box. This is because you're going to get a shorter cab, which would be like a crew cab. This is going to be a truck that you would probably want to pinpoint to purchase if you're going to be using it for more utility than actual hauling the kids around or just doing very light driving. It'll be easy enough to put an ATV in the back, a quad, a couple dirt bikes, 3 dirt bikes, your gear, going to the hardware store, going to the dump to do some house chores. Again, offers a lot of utility. Gets nice front four-wheel drive badging. And also in the back here, we got a really good tailgate. It is a power tailgate. So if you're backing up somewhere and you just don't want to get out and push the button, that is a convenience feature that does come with the SLE trim on this Sierra. So it actually looks really good. It would make a nice truck. White would be a good color to have, as it does accentuate the lines really nicely. And of course you get some Sierra badging on the door. Now you do get some other chrome accents of bumpers, window surrounds, and mirrors to make it look good. And we do have this nice little mini spoiler at the top. Now that should help in keeping the rear window a lot clearer in rain, snow, dust conditions. That little bit of a spoiler will deflect a lot of those debris to keep your rear vision, of course, clear. So let's go jump inside and we will take a look at the infotainment system, the HVAC system, the seats, the trim, and everything to see what you think about this beautiful truck. Well guys, as we see, we have really wide opening doors, and the materials that General Motors is using is excellent quality. You get really good soft touch material. It's got nice some wood accents, and again, good storage along with the door speakers. But hopping up, you do get an assist grab handle, which is excellent for some shorter riders or drivers. Closing the door has a good quality feel to it. So once we're behind the wheel of the GMC, we see a really good instrumentation, and this will have basically all you need in a truck. Again, if I was buying a truck today for my company, this would probably be leaving the lot probably tomorrow or the next day to hit my company. So anyway, what we have here are some nice driving modes. You have your trailer mode, you have your auto four-wheel drive, and a little bit of hill descent. And you know, just basically those types of control modules for the four-wheel drive system. We also see that we have a rear cargo light, and for auto fixed lights and everything else is in that gauge. We have a full host of gauges from oil pressure, temperature, fuel, and voltage. We have analog speedometer and RPM, along with a lot of warning lights, and the center computer, which will host a lot of options. I mean, we can see that this here gives you a lot of info for the vehicle, and gives you a lot of, you know, options to tailor your driving needs. So it's got really good hands-free and keeps your hands on the wheel. One thing I do particularly like about pickup trucks, especially these GM ones, are you still have a column shift automatic. So that frees up center console. You can get an extra person behind here and everything else. Coming to the center stack, we see a good view of the radio, and that also serves as our backup camera. And it also has an area where it shows you your trajectory of your vehicle and gives you warning when you're too close. And it also has trailer view as well, because most people who will buy these will eventually hook up a trailer for some sort. Before we go deep down too much in there, we've got the OnStar and all the other infotainments, SOS, and map reading lights. Again, consult your owner's manual for proper operation. This is a push start engine, and so that gives you a bit more convenient. And it also has the dual control zones with the AC, and it comes with this nice piano style instrumentation. I really like this. It's very intuitive, very easy to control, and it's got a good quality feature. So this one will give you your auto stop start feature. I know that's controversial, but it does save fuel when you add up all the hundreds of thousands of trucks out on the road going from stoplight to stoplight. So while the individual might not notice a big change, as a whole you will. The other options this have is that power tailgate, warning lights, stability control. You can turn that off when you are you know, doing off-roading or you're in some soft conditions. And again, this one touch button does all the windows all at once. Isn't that a cool feature? So you can do a quick cool down when you jump in the vehicle and it's really hot. Now to put the windows back up, unfortunately it's quick down but not quick up. That's a safety feature so you don't get anybody's fingers caught. Now the passenger side, again, top quality materials. We see that we have dual glove box and really good stitching, and these seats are nice and comfortable. Now with everything else, you're going to get your power outlets here, because you might throw in a laptop, extra charging cords, excellent amount of cup holders, cell phone holders, again, deep pockets. This does lift up so you can have an extra person in here if you have a little bit more. Rearward visibility is excellent in this truck, and the back seat room, for being a shorter crew cab, you're gonna see that it's actually not that bad back there. It's actually really nice. And that's basically the interior. So what we're gonna do, guys, we are going to hit the road, and we're going to take it on a little bit of a ride, show you what it's like interior, ride, handling, braking, and also quiet, noise, vibration, and harshness. We'll see how nice this truck really is. Well guys, I'm behind the wheel of the 2021 GMC Sierra, and yeah, so far it's a really nice truck. I love the seating position. The mirrors are in a really good area. I gotta watch my speed. It's very quiet and very plush in here, so it's giving me a nice ride. And yeah, no, it's good. I don't really have the tripod mounted properly. It's kind of loose, so you're gonna be a little bit more bouncy than if I were to have it properly mounted. So a couple of things that I noticed right away is I don't notice it's a 4-cylinder at all. It's very smooth and quiet, and under normal driving condition it is actually really pleasant. It's a lot more smooth than my Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro's 3.5. I'll tell you right now, just by hearing and feeling the torque delivery unit in this truck. This one here, again, what we see here is it's very intuitive to use. The air conditioning is blowing really cold. That's one thing that I really noticed. Some of the modern vehicles with the new refrigerants that they're using isn't exactly you know, as cold as you'd like it to be, or some colder in some of the older units that they have. So yeah, so I can feel that it's going to be really good on long distance cruising. Now, for those who need a pickup truck to tow, again, this is, you know, a half-ton truck, so you got to be, I'm just going to hold the camera so I don't get you guys to fall down and go, and there we go. But yeah, so in terms of towing, it can tow over 6,700 pounds of weight, which is really good for, you know, the average person that, you know, really doesn't carry all that much, but still wants a pickup truck for that utility. The pickup, I haven't really stepped on it because you guys will go flying if I do, but I am gonna, you know, give my thoughts on that once I put the camera in a different position. But we're just gonna take some boulevard rides and everything else. I told you guys when we do the corner, but cornering is really nice and tight, good steering feel in this truck. What we also notice that I do really like is the seats. They're very comfortable. Now again, in this trim level, you're not going to be with leathers and stuff like that, but you still get all the really major important ones like heated seats. So our cold Canadian winters, this will be a very nice comfort feature to operate with. I like the vision out of the windshield. It is very clear and concise. You know, obviously blind spots on new modern vehicles have increased considerably due to the rollover and our pursuit for making these, you know, indestructible vaults. So I don't find it too bad. The way it's raked is actually good, where I can, you know, maneuver without having too much of that being a problem. And that would also serve as a really good off-roading if you're taking it, you know, down some trails or whatnot. Now this isn't a hardcore off-roader. It's not really designed for, you know, really extensive overlanding, but if you do want to hit some off-beaten trails, this truck here would be able to handle those, you know, I would say decent, you know, other than having some of the front fascia air dams that might get kind of scraped just due to their you know, proximity to the ground. You know, obviously they design things for fuel efficiency, being that 90% of these will always be driven on the highway. You do want to get that efficiency up. So, you know, this thing does kick. I can just, you know, I'm within the speed limit, but I just wanted to see where she goes, and that turbo, you know, meant business. Passing power would be great. Again, I'm not on the smoothest roads or on some back roads that have some bucks and buckles to them, but again, it holds them very well. And of course, if you add a little bit more weight to them, they will perform a lot better. Now, would you buy this over a 5.3? Well, my opinion is this: if you're going to trade this in every 5 to 7 years and upgrade your truck to the latest and greatest, I would definitely stick to the 4-cylinder turbo. The efficiency, the power delivery, and what you're going to buy overall, I would say would serve you a lot better. However, if you want to keep this for the long term, and I mean the long term, 15 plus years, you're going to buy it until the wheels fall off, I think I would actually pick the 5.3. It's a very proven platform. It is less complicated, so I think as a vehicle ages, you're going to see a lot more longevity and reliability in the long term. For those that want to keep their motoring costs ultimately very low, I think that the 5.3 would be your best bet for long term. But for, you know, shorter, under 10-year duration, under 300,000 kilometers, this would probably be the choice that I would go with. Now, with my business, I'm going to be, you know, just hauling dirt bikes and quads and side-by-sides and towing the odd utility trailer. This is the truck I would buy if I had to purchase a company truck today. It would be the Chevrolet Silverado or the GMC AT4 Sierra. Not the AT4, the SLE trim. I don't need all the expensive trim pieces and being loaded. It's going to be more of a company truck for demonstration. So I think what I would do is purchase this guy here. It's under $50,000, which is, you know, really good value for your money. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this back to the dealership. Unfortunately, I wish I could take it back to my apartment and, you know, start dressing it up for Cordetti Motorsports. But I think what we're gonna do is head back. We'll do a wrap up, and then I'll share my final thoughts. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that quick test drive. I know I did. And I'd like to thank Westcastle here in Pincher Creek for allowing me to do a walk around, a little bit of a test drive on the 21 Sierra. Again, if you're looking for a truck, come down here to Westcastle Motors in Pincher Creek, and you can pick up, you know, Betty White here, who I'm going to nickname her, being a beautiful SLE. It's a great half-ton truck. It will do most of what you guys are looking for in a full-size truck. Of course, if you need a lot more muscle, Westcastle can get you in a 2500 or 3500 with a 6.6 or the Duramax diesel. So for my position, this is the truck of the year. This is the truck that I would be aiming for if I were to buy a truck today and to look at adding it to my company fleet. So again, guys, if you're new here, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Cordetti Motorsports. You guys take care and have a great weekend.